Hi, it's Tony here from the Think to Thrive team with this next video just for you during these challenging times to empower thoughts, processes, focus and resilience during this challenging time. Today I just want to share with you a tool that you can use on a daily basis. Let me explain first of all how this originated during this challenging time. I believe it was last Tuesday, it was only last Tuesday, I sat down with Mike Hendricks and we were locked into conversation about how things are, how things could be and how awful the situation was, as most of us have already experienced, no doubt, countless times. We enumerated for what seemed like hours, and then there became this moment of silence and we both looked at each other and I had this amazing thought. I said to Mike, do you know what, Mike, we can talk like this for hours about how awful the situation is, and as the news and the masses do around us all the time, talking about how awful things are, how we've lost our freedom. But I said to Mike, I said, you know, the only thing that matters right now is your declaration of your state of union. Mike kind of looked at me and said, what does that mean, Tony? And I just remember back to when the United States made their State of Union declaration. What I meant was that for all of us in this community, in this world, to come through this successfully, the only thing we need to do is to define our State of Union. How am I going to be that's at my absolute best for everybody else around me, for myself, for my family, for my community, for the world, that can get us through this? Now, your career, your pathway, your talent could be an infinite range of different careers, ambitions and goals. It's finding out which one of those is what you are. And for me, the only thing that I can do best is to inspire. So I said to Mike, define your state of union. And I went away and I came up with a very simple tool. And I'm carrying this around with me. In fact, if you don't believe me, it's in here. I'll just find it because I carry this around every day. It's a simple card, and on that card I've drawn a triangle with the letters S-E-T, which spell the word set. You see, when a sailor goes out to sea into the unknown, that scary unknown, he has to set his compass. Set the compass in the direction that's going to take you on that bearing towards the best path. So as I said to Mike, the only thing that matters right now is setting my compass in a way that I can serve this situation as best I can. So I came up with the letters S-E-T on the triangle, and I keep this card in my pocket every day and I keep looking at it. I keep thinking about it. If I'm on my own, I don't have the card with me, I will think about it. It's my compass bearing to take me through this crisis. And inside, you'll notice, we have the candle still lit. There's a candle of hope in the flame there. So today I'm just going to examine what that S means for on the set. Mike's going to carry that discussion on in a minute to round this video off. So let's have a look again at that triangle. Remember, it's very simple. Set your compass, your state of union. Let's look at what does the letter S actually mean? How am I going to be on a daily basis is all of these three qualities, but today we're looking at the letter S. The letter S is serve. Now, you could be at home right now, completely on your own, isolated, your job has been frozen, but you could sit down and ask yourself, in this moment, what could I do on a daily basis to serve? It might be to write that book that I always wanted to write that would empower other people. It might be to write a program for my workforce when I do return to work to empower them. I've always wanted to do on Wellbeing. It could be I'm going to think about a project that's going to grow from this that I can serve. Just think about how can you serve? How can you serve? It could be if you're a teacher, for example, I might design a whole range of activities for my pupils to empower them when they get back to school. It could be anything that you can possibly imagine. Now for me, my nearest port of call is to finish writing the book. Which I'm writing, which is how to help people thrive in the 9 to 5. So I've used the letter serve there to empower other people. What could it be for you? So on a daily basis, how will you think about every day serving other people, communities, the world? Okay, now it may well be that during this time you garden, or you decorate, or you read, or you study, or you simply rest. But there will always be an opportunity to think, how can I serve? So the letter S in the triangle stands for serve. I'm going to hand over to my good friend Mike Hendricks now, who's going to elaborate a little bit more about how he's going to serve on a daily basis during this time of crisis. So it's over to Mike Hendricks, who will continue this video. Over to you, Mike.
Thanks, Tony. You're too kind. You're too kind. So, thinking about what Tony says, how are you going to set? He talked about when you're set, it's like going off on a journey. You set your route, you set your target, you set your objective, and also you can set your intention for the day ahead and set that intention to serve, because serving is so powerful and it can take the focus away from yourself. And an example of this is, I remember a time, and I may have shared this story before, and when I was in the midst of having a, shall we say, a heated discussion with my dearly beloved, as married couples do, partners do from time to time. And I remember I received a text from my parents that my father, who had a stroke, had fallen over. So I had to go down to the house. This was about 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. It was in the evening. I remember it was dark, so it must have been winter time. So I was rushing down there and to help him up, because he'd fallen over and he could not get back up, because obviously Dad's quite heavy. Mum couldn't pick him up by himself. And after everything was sorted, there was no harm. Dad got back on his feet and everything was back to normal. But it made me feel really good, the fact that I could help and assist in that particular way. And it also took my mind away from that discussion that I was having with my dearly beloved. And it just shows the power of serving. When you can help someone, when you can assist someone, when you can give someone some sort of assistance in any shape, way or form, it makes you feel really good. So that is my encouragement for you in this time when often we're thinking about ourselves and how bad things are. Think about how you can potentially help someone today. Set that intention that you're going to serve someone in a way that you may have not done before. It could be something quite small, it could be something quite grand. It doesn't make no difference. Just think about how you can help someone, because they will appreciate it. They will show that gratitude and thanks, because when you set that intention to assist and help, it shifts that focus away from yourself and makes you feel good, makes you feel positive about yourself. And in this time where we are now, we could all do with a little bit of positivity, feeling good about ourselves. It's not easy, but you can do it. So again, I hope you found that of use. We're back tomorrow talking about the next letter in the set triangle. So make sure you tune back in. And remember, as I said, if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button and share this. This is important for us. If you don't want to subscribe, that's fine, but please share this, because we're trying to get this message out to as many people as possible. It's important to have that spirit of community and help your fellow man, as Tony spoke about, serving. And this might be a way of serving, just sharing it with someone you know would benefit. Okay, until next time, stay well, be inspired to your success.